What's up YouTube, my name is Aaron and I'm officially announcing that I will be adopting this new hairstyle for all my future videos. But if you guys prefer my older man bun hairstyle to this one, tell me in the comment section below and I'll give you a big thumbs up. So today I'm going to review the Jabra Elite 65T True Wireless Earbuds. I will also be comparing this against the Jaybird Run and the JBL Free, both of which I have reviewed before in this video. But first, we gotta unbox this thing. So this is what you get in the box. You have the earbuds, the case, a hard carrying case in fact, with a micro USB port for charging, and you open it up like this to put the earbuds inside. A blister pack containing 2 extra sizes of tips. You have large and small, and the one that's already attached to the earbuds are medium sized. A micro USB to USB cable and the quick start guide. You may have noticed this, but the Jabra Elite 65T do not come with any silicone sleeves or stability fins like you get with the Jaybird Run or JBL Free. The Jabra Sound Plus app is simple and sleek. It's got some essential features. This is where you access mostly all the Elite 65T's features, such as Hear Through, a feature that passes through your environment's ambient sound instead of blocking it. This is also where you can customize the earbuds EQ settings to your preference. The Elite 65T also supports popular voice assistants such as Siri, Amazon Alexa, and Google Assistant. Sadly, although I love the Google Assistant platform, I wasn't able to pair the Google Assistant app on my iPhone to the earbuds. So as an Apple iPhone user, I was pretty much restricted to using Siri or Amazon Alexa. Okay, so here you are, the stars of the show. Let's do a quick recap of the prices. The Jabra Elite 65T retails for 268 Singapore dollars. The Jaybird Run retails for 299 Singapore dollars usually, but now you can usually get them on a discounted price, and the JBL Free retails for 249 Singapore dollars. I've also included the US pricing as per Amazon's website, just in case you guys are living in the States. So when looking for a great pair of true wireless earbuds, size is a big factor here. The Jabra Elite 65T has the smallest case of them all, very small and compact, and also quite ergonomic. The Jaybird Run has a pillbox type case, which is also quite small, but it's noticeably a little bit longer and a little bit fatter. JBL Free's case is the biggest of them all, but with this extra case size, you also get more battery chargers. In fact, more battery chargers than the other two aspirants. Which leads us really to the next point, battery life. The Jabra Elite 65T has a battery life of on average about 3 to 5 hours of use. The case contains 2 extra chargers, so that totals up to about 12 to 15 hours. The Jaybird Runs have up to 4 hours per charge. You get 2 extra chargers in the case as well, gives us a total of up to 12 hours. And although the JBL Free has up to 4 hours of battery life per charge, the case contains an extra 5 chargers, giving you a total of 24 hours of juice. So it goes without saying that the Jabra Elite 65T and the Jaybird Runs have quite similar battery lives, and the JBL Free has the best battery endurance of all. Based on its industrialized executive look, I'm going to assume that the Elite 65T was not designed to be used specifically for sports, but it is also water resistant just like the other two. This has a water resistant rating of IP55. So if you're an executive that works out a lot, not only does the 65T blend in with your wardrobe, you could also use this as your daily workout driver at the gym. But anyhow, here's why I picked the Jabra Elite 65T over these two competitors. 4 microphones in each earbud optimized for voice calls. These ones don't have. Ambient sound pass-through. These ones don't have. Volume control on the left earbud. These ones don't have. Last but not least, Bluetooth 5.0 support. These ones don't have. And this has got great Bluetooth connection beyond 10 meters. It barely has any signal drops. It is smooth, it is reliable, and there is barely any AV syncing lag as well. Super important for a pair of true wireless earbuds. Speaking of audio performance, I think the Jabra Elite 65T sounds great overall. It's got a very neutral sound, like, you know, it's just about as neutral as even the Beoplay E8. It's got pretty good bass extension, the mids sound clear and natural, and even the highs have an almost pristine, airy quality to it. And the fact that you can customize the EQ settings in an app to make it sound the way you want them to sound makes them a very versatile pair. So it doesn't matter if you are a big fan of acid rock or orchestral music, these earbuds will sound decent enough. Videos actually sound pretty clean on these, and you don't get a lot of distortion in the mid-range, which is quite important if you watch videos that have a lot of dialogue in it. You won't get a lot of distortion in the upper registers as well, but they do sound a little bit more constricted, not as airy and open like the sound quality you get with full-sized headphones, for example. But if I want to compare its sound quality to the JBL Free and the Jaybird Runs, I feel that the JBL Free sounds the best out of the box. It's got fuller and more resonant upper bass registers, and it feels like it's got more bite in its sound quality overall. But you can tweak the EQ settings on the 65T, right? So after a bit of tweaking here and there, I sort of managed to make it sound pretty close to the sound signature of the JBL Free, and the ability to tweak its sound quality to my preference somewhat gives it an edge over the JBL Free, because the JBL Free sound is as is. You cannot tweak its sound quality to sound like the 65T if you prefer a little bit less kick in your music. Jaybird Run is the exact opposite of the 65T. It sounds mediocre out of the box, and you have to tweak the sound in the Jaybird's My Sound app to make it sound listenable. Now, despite the fact that they don't come with any silicone sleeves or stability fins, the 65Ts are actually quite stable and they fit pretty well. I won't go so far as to say that they stay in my ears as well as the Jaybird Run or JBL Free, but this arrangement, this ergonomic sit in the conch of your ear type arrangement, works pretty well. 4 microphones in each earbud. This is how much emphasis Jabra is putting on voice call quality. But how does anyone know if it works unless we give it a try? And that's why I'm heading out. Let's go. Right now, guys, I'm by the roadside. As you can see, there are cars zipping by, motorcycles, and I gotta say they do a pretty good job blocking out noise, and they block out noise a little bit better than the JBL Free too. And I gotta say that they are very stable. I was riding through some really rough patches of road on my e-scooter, so as far as fit is concerned, I feel very confident. They certainly do stay in your ears very well, so if you're out for some jogging, some sports, take this with you, no problems there. Let's head inside because it's pretty hot. Yeah, so I'm here at McDonald's. I usually come to McDonald's to test phone call quality because the environment is a little bit noisy, but it's indoor, so it's pretty much like the environment in an office or in a shopping mall. So here's what I think about the phone call quality of the Elite 65T. It's really good. Phone call quality is excellent. The other party could hear me, I could hear the other party, no problems at all. The only thing is that side tone is activated by default. Okay, so side tone is a feature that makes use of all 4 of the Elite 65T's microphones to pass through ambient noise as well as your own voice when you're making a phone call. Now, some people may like that feature. I in particular hate that feature because in a noisy environment, this is precisely where I want to block out noise so that I can hear the other party. Fortunately, this is a feature that you can switch off through the Jabra Sound Plus app, and after switching it off, wow, the call quality is even more excellent. Not just the call quality, but the experience of making phone calls on the 65T too. It's so much better. And I'll even add this, the experience of making phone calls on this pair of earbuds is actually better than the JBL Free. But I'm not saying that JBL Free sucks in terms of phone calls. It's okay, but you only have sound coming from one side, the left side, so it can be a little bit disorienting. So that's why I prefer the experience of making phone calls on the Elite 65T. Now, about side tone, the only thing that I like about side tone is that not only does it pass through ambient noise, but it amplifies ambient noise too. And you can even adjust the degree to which ambient noise is amplified. So if you're on a train, this can very well be a pair of eavesdropping earbuds, if you get what I mean. So that's what I feel about the experience of making phone calls on this pair of earbuds. So yeah, there's nothing left for me here. Let's head back. So I can see what Jabra is doing here. It is a tried and true formula. In an oversaturated market, how do you distinguish yourself from the rest of the competition? More features, great performance at a competitive price point, and thus giving more value to the consumer. So even though it is not the sexiest looking contender in the market, for 268 Singapore dollars, the Elite 65T might prove very popular. So now that I've offered you my perspective, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think the Jabra Elite 65T deserves a place on your shopping list over competitors like the JBL Free and the Jaybird Run? Let me know in the comment section below and let's have a discussion. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you have enjoyed this review, you think it was helpful, leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell to join my notification squad so that you never miss another video. I upload videos every single week. And if you'd like to help me keep this channel going by making a small, non-obligatory financial contribution, you can become my Patreon on, guess what? Patreon! That's right, every single contribution you make on Patreon will go a long way towards helping me keep this channel running. And thank you so much again for your support in advance. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video, okay? Face palm out!